First down, the handoff to Marlon Mack. Huge hole, 50-yard line. He's at the 40, still going near sideline. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Marlon Mack. Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And again, it's picked off. It's Darius Leonard. Leonard with a second INT, and he's streaking down the near sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to go. A pick six for the Maniac.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice podcast live stream. So good to have you all here today. We already have 25 of you in the chat. Welcome, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting a few extra minutes, but I mean, you know, Cody's stuck behind some Indiana train that seems to happen every time we want to freaking do a live stream. Cody, you have to stop doing that to us.
But you got to tell the trains to stop going right when I'm trying to get somewhere. I mean, fortunately this time it didn't stop on the tracks because I've had that before. And it makes you talk about your blood boiling. It makes your blood boil more than anything on earth. So glad to be here. I mean, we were rushing. I was rushing here. It was like a minute and a half till we started. So I'm here. I'm excited. Let's talk some Colts football, man.
All right. And before we even get into Colts football, we got a super chat already from the one and only Matthew Stansberry. I'm eating a chicken cordon bleu from Penn Station. Be jealous, people. Go Colts. Hey,
Wow.
I am jealous. I love Penn Station. I think Penn Station's a very good restaurant. They got a lot of great subs there.
It kind of reminds me, I just came from McAllister's not too long ago. Talk about some good sandwiches, man. I mean,
oh my gosh.
So good. So good.
Well, Matthew Stansberry starting it off with a bang, the $5 super chat. Matthew, thank you again, sir. You are one of a kind, man. Always appreciate the support you're showing in here. All right. So before we even get started, a couple more announcements we want to make before we get into the actual training camp and practice that we saw today. And don't worry, folks, the Colts might have debated us with the live stream today, but don't worry, we're here. We're going to bring you the live stream. We're going to be your juice. Speaking of juice, I got the Gatorade Zero. It's the Glacier Freeze kind for all my Gatorade fans out there. Anyone that likes certain kinds of flavors, I like Glacier Freeze. What you got, Cody? What you got?
I got myself some orange juice. I mean, I wasn't lying, Matthew. I was bringing some juice. So
all right, there you go.
Here, man.
See, I like the zero sugar ones because they're a lot less calories and obviously no sugar in it. The sodium's still there, which, you know, is still kind of bad, but at the same time, that's less sugar. So
it's not the same for me. I can't do it.
I don't mind it. I kind of just don't like Gatorade that's syrupy, you know? It's just all that sugar just sucks. But anyway, all right, guys, let's get into this a little bit. But also, again, guys, just wanted to let you all know that we are doing another giveaway, guys. If you haven't seen already on Twitter or Instagram, be sure to go check that out, guys. We are giving away a Colts canvas for a lucky winner. It's a actual painted Colts picture that's actually put on pieces of wood. It's really cool. And one other thing, guys, we didn't mention this is that we wanted to make a new adjustment to the giveaway. Okay, we're gonna have it where people have to send us or comment a picture to us on where you're gonna hang this up. Show us where you're gonna hang it up. If you're the lucky winner, where are we gonna see this hung up at? Because we're interested to see. Because you know that would look good anywhere. I would love to put it right up here. You know, I would love to put it right up here, but you know, I got to save it for all of you guys. So make sure you guys go check that out.
Aren't sure what it looks like. I got a picture here that'll hang up on your wall.
Hang up on the wall, guys. It's really
like
cool.
It's wooden as well. So
yep. So guys, enter in the giveaway, guys. Go on Twitter, Instagram. Let us know if you need help with something. But we are definitely going to do this. It's going to end once we hit 3,000 subscribers. Guys, we're only 6 subscribers away from 2,900 as is. Can we get it before the season? We have 15 more days, and we got about 100 subscribers more to go. I think we can do it, Cody. I'm starting to be optimistic.
So. Yeah, right now I just updated. We gained another one. So we're at 105 away from 3K. I mean,
105.
I feel like that's pretty easy considering what we've done the past week. So definitely, if you guys haven't subscribed, if you're listening, we'd love for you to do that because we're trying to get to 3K. And if you know friends that you think would love the channel, be sure to reference them our way and say, hey, check this channel out. They don't have to subscribe, but we'd love for them to, and just give us a shot, man, and just talk some Colts football. And I was talking to somebody earlier in my DMs who has subscribed to the channel, but I was like, man, just one thing we want to be about is like connecting with the fans. I feel like there's like this disconnection a little bit from, content creators a lot of times and the fans. And we want to be kind of that bridge a little bit into that. And we want to connect with you guys. That's why we do these live streams as frequently as we do, because we really believe that, we started this thing and we got supported by you guys, the fans, and we want to support you. And we want to answer your questions that you have about the Colts. So that's what we want to be about.
And of course, the giveaways, guys. I mean, you guys help us fund this channel by watching our content, donating on live streams, doing all this. So what better way to do a few giveaways for the people that actually watch us do stuff? So again, guys, thank you so very much. Squidward's in here. Matthew Stansberry in here as well. Bring it, peeps. Let's go. Let's see here. Deshaun Collins, Horseshoe Nation. That is right. Oh, boy, our Titans guy is in here. Tighten up. No, tighten down. And, of course, Zach Knopp is this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Tristan is in here as well. Hello, your mod is here. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you for being in here. Ruben Feliciano. Let's go. What's up, Colts Nation? What is up? Let's see here. Tristan already saying hit that like button, guys. We had 16 likes on the stream before we even started. Let's get some good likes here today, guys. Thank you so much.
We also had a dislike, which was interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but take that.
Matthew is already the MVP. That's right, Justin. He definitely is. Tim Brown in here saying testing. Tim, good to see you in here, sir. Colts Talk is in here with the eyes and the ice cream emoji, it looks like. So
popcorn to me.
That popcorn, gotcha. Looked like ice cream to me. It had the little, whatever. Nathan Commands is in here. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Tristan saying, I love this channel. Appreciate it. And Justin saying, preach it, Tristan. Hey, absolutely, guys. All right. So let's see here. I want to see. Reese is saying, yes, Glacier Freeze, that or Fruit Punch. I like Lemon Lime or Glacier Freeze or Cool Blue. Cool Blue and Glacier Freeze are practically the same, but that's a different topic for another day. Fruit Punch is my flavor. All right, I got you. Yeah. The blue one's okay, but the white one and the green one are better. Ugh, no, I hate both of those. I hate both of those. I really do.
What are those flavors? I don't even know. I don't really.
The white is. I don't remember what flavor the white one is. I know the green is like. It's like a
green apple or something.
Kiwi
weird.
Or something.
Oh,
it's like kiwi flavor.
It's
weird. It's weird. Hello from Mishawaka.
Hey, what's up, Chris? I was up in Mishawaka last year. I worked up there for a couple of years. So when we were doing the podcast last year, that's where I was coming from, Mishawaka. That's kind of funny. So,
oh wow,
appreciate you being in here, Chris.
Matthew saying I don't like taking pics of my bathroom, but okay, that's funny. Let's get it then. Hey, FaZe Waterhose in here as well. Just told my friend to sub. Thank you, FaZe. Always a pleasure having you in here as well. Seabrook saying the Titans can suck it. Hey, definitely. And we see Chase going to win the kicking competition. We will be talking about that later today. That is a topic that I absolutely know we're going to see. Mm-hmm. Not seeing the scrimmage today was a big letdown. Yes, Chris, it sucks that we weren't able to see it, but you're here now. We're going to give you everything that went down. All right. Awesome stuff here, guys. So we're glad that you guys are staying you guys are just active on these comments, bro. I can't even keep up with you guys. Holy hell. I love it. Reese KFN, I've been subbed since the beginning, only around 100 subscribers when I started watching. Wow. Reese, you are a real one, bro. You were back before I even started. I wasn't even on the podcast at that time. That was Cody just trying it. What's bracking? Miles Bryant in here. What the hell was that scrimmage thingy? Yeah, guys, they've been debating us all the time about that stuff. Don't worry. You're in the good spot here. We're going to be talking some good Colts football today. I'm going to keep trying to go here. Go Horace Weisman, 1169. What is up? Taylor is in here as well. Taylor, good to see you, man. Let's see here. Oh, man. Matthew already saying 100 likes, elbow, cough, Dak. All right. 100 likes, guys. 100 likes. Dak dance comes out again.
Oh, no.
Miles Bryant saying lemon lime is the best Gatorade. Absolutely. Appreciate it. Appreciate that one. Glacier cherry. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had glacier cherry. Honestly.
Yeah.
White is the white cherry. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. I'm okay with the white one. I'm not a huge fan of it. But yeah, so FaZe is saying, yeah, it's kiwi. Yeah. Pump for the season. Go Colts. Tim Logue is in here. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, no, DJ's right. White is Arctic Blast. That's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that is. Forgot about that. Let's see here. Christopher Sparks, let's get Earl now. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. We're okay with the safeties we got. Oh, yeah. My friend Chase, who's a Browns fan, texted me just yesterday and said the Browns offered a trade for Malik Hooker.
Really?
Yep.
Well, what is it? Do they know?
Apparently, it's 2 second rounders, one for this year and then one for next year.
Okay. I don't think
what I heard, from what he told me, is that Chris Ballard said throw in David Njoku and then you got a deal.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Oh,
that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll think about that.
How up to date is that? Like,
that was yesterday. I mean, that's what my friend was telling me. I mean, he gets a lot of the stuff from the NFL app and everything. So I think that could be interesting for sure.
Dang,
Adams.
Would you take that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially
2 second rounders and David Njoku for Malik Hooker. Absolutely. You bet your ass I'm taking that.
Well, then who's going to be your starter at free safety to start the year?
George Odom.
You think George Odom would be fine?
Yeah, George Odom would be fine at the start. And then you have Julian Blackmon to take the reins. I'm honestly okay with that.
Okay.
I mean, if we're especially just starting the season out. So
yeah.
Let's see. All right. Let's see here. All right. So a couple of you guys are talking about that trade. We might talk about that later. But guys, let's get into the actual topic of conversation today. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to break down a couple different things. There's a lot to go over. Okay. A lot to go over. So let's start with the quarterbacks here, Cody. So I don't know about you, Cody, but I think it's come pretty full circle at this point that there is a huge gap between the starting quarterback and the backup, and there's a huge difference between the third stringer and the fourth stringer at this point. I feel that way when it comes to Phillip Rivers over Brissett, and I feel that way of Eason over Kelly. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, that's how we thought it was going to shake out to begin with, right? We thought, obviously, Rivers, you're going to keep Brissett, I guess. We weren't the biggest fans of that just because of the money you're paying him. But, yeah, Brissett's been in the league. We think Eason's probably more talented and probably has a higher ceiling than Brissett. But at this current point in time, Brissett's the better quarterback. Now, it's not a shot at Jacob Eason. That's just the truth right now, especially with no preseason. So, and then, yeah, for Chad Kelly, I mean, it never really was. Even though the Colts said it was a competition, I'm like, it's really not going to be. Like, Jacob Eason is so much more talented. He's obviously, you invested a lot more into him. I mean, for me, it wasn't even a question mark that Jacob Eason was going to be your number 3 quarterback.
I love this comment. Jets signed Dante Moncrief. Might as well call them the New York Colts at this point.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't even know he was still in the league at this point.
I knew he was still in the league, but I thought he was with Pittsburgh.
No, they released him. I remember that.
Or wasn't he with the Dolphins just a little while ago?
I don't know. I stopped following Moncrief after he left for Jacksonville. And
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It was just it wasn't a great ending to that, but
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least the good thing is from what we're seeing with Rivers and what we're seeing with Eason, Both have been very accurate. Both have been playing really well. I heard the first drive today. The only incompletion that Rivers had on the first drive was a drop by Jonathan Taylor. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's crazy to see that. I mean, even in these scrimmages, Phillip Rivers is doing well, man. He seems to be accurate, and he seems to be doing just fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really shocked by that. I mean, Phillip Rivers is a good quarterback. I think, like, for some reason, everybody had in their mind that since last year wasn't a great year from a touchdown to interception ratio, that Phillip Rivers is going to be awful this year. And I never saw that. I never saw it that way. I mean, we never saw it that way. We always said, we feel like, yeah, he had a bad season last year, but now he's got a lot more talent around him to help him out. And he could be on for a bounce-back season. And it certainly seems like early on, he's very accurate. I think a couple days ago, now this could change by now, but Chris Ballard was talking, I think it was on Pat McAfee's show, and he said Phillip Rivers had completed 89% of his passes to that point. So, that is insane. Phillip Rivers is a very accurate quarterback, and that works well with what the Colts want to do with getting some of their younger playmakers involved, some of those really fast guys, Naheem Hines, Paris Campbell, some of those guys. So, it's certainly great to see Rivers off to a hot start and hoping that continues. And as he goes down the stretch, he can have that running game to kind of supplement that a little bit.
Absolutely. 64 of you in the chat right now from Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you to everyone that is here today. Be sure, guys, to like the stream, okay? Come on over to YouTube, like the stream, guys. Coming in here, have a chat with us, guys. We're talking football today. Colts had their second big practice today. Yep. DC Era 10, excited about Eason. Sam Sinclair, our friend, is in here. Do you guys think the Colts keep 4 quarterbacks when you add the totals of the active roster and the practice squad?
With the practice squad, I think they might.
Yeah, with the practice squad, yes, but but for the official roster, they're keeping the 3, and that's Eason, Brissett, and Rivers at this point.
Yeah,
I think Eason in the limited time that he's seen in some of these game-like scenarios, he's been good. He's been good for what he's been going up against, and I like what I see out of him. Colin Wood saying, I want to watch the scrimmage. Yeah, we wish we would have been able to see it too, man. But
I know.
It's unfortunate though.
That was
yeah. But all right, so we kind of talked about the quarterbacks, not a whole lot to talk about them today. Really wasn't a ton to really talk about. But let's talk about the running backs, Cody. So we had some stuff happen today, and Jonathan Taylor was at the brute end of a bunch of it. He had multiple drops today in everything today. So it seems as though Marlon Mack has solidified himself as the running back 1 to at least start, because Marlon Mack has adopted the passing game as part of his repertoire. I mean, he's not only just running at a really good rate, he's now catching the ball, and he's been making some plays. Now, granted, Jonathan Taylor has as well, but he's stopped some drives in the scrimmages they've had with a lot of these drops. How concerning is this for Jonathan Taylor? You really think this makes that much of a difference now?
I don't think it's super concerning yet. I mean, you think about it, at Wisconsin, he didn't see the ball in terms of the passing game much. So I think it's just going to take some time for him to get used to that. And you're right, Derek. I think Marlon Mack's going to be, we always said this all along, we think Marlon Mack's going to be running back 1. He's going to get a lion's share of the carries early on. So I'm not really super shocked about that. I think it's just something that's natural. And the good thing is, it's not like Jonathan Taylor can't catch. He did catch pretty well when given the chance at Wisconsin. I just think he's got to get used to it. So fortunately, the Colts probably won't be asking him to do that a ton early on. And that's the beauty of what the Colts do. Like, they don't make you do things that you're not super good at this point. Like, maybe Jonathan Taylor can develop into that, but right now he's still kind of raw into that a little bit. So I don't think he can't catch the ball. I think he has some good hands. I just think he's got to get used to it. And fortunately, the Colts have other guys right now that they can use in the passing game.
Yeah.
While Jonathan Taylor strictly is more of a rundown back right now.
It would be hypocritical of me, and for anyone for that matter, to say these drops by Jonathan Taylor are a huge issue. It'd be hypocritical of me to say that because, again, rookies. Doesn't matter how physically gifted you are. Rookies tend to have some troubles early in the season when it comes to the NFL. And, I mean, that's the thing. Jonathan Taylor may not be asked to do that much early in the season. He's going to be your main priority running back sort of idea. So I'm not too worried. I'd like for Jonathan Taylor to not drop the ball as much, of course, but he's got time. He's going to figure that out. Yeah. And like you said, they very rarely used him that way in college. He's not used to that. He's not used to that. So let him get used to that, especially since they're not just throwing him screen passes. They're making him go out on wheel routes and go catch the ball. I mean, that's not easy for anyone to catch, let alone a running back.
Right, so, exactly, right.
These guys reborn. I like this comment because it's so true. They really trolled Colts fans thinking we was going to watch the practice they had live streamed on YouTube. Yep, absolutely. They trolled us hardcore. I like this comment too. Justin saying we should keep 5 DTs: Buckner, Stewart, Autry, Lewis, and Windsor. I like that idea. I think they should do that, to be honest. I think that would be a smarter idea. All right. And then this comment right here from Matthew. This is what I wanted to get into next. I'm more worried about MPJ's drops than Taylor's, but who knows? We don't get to see them. Is this a sign of Xavier Rhodes being a stud or what? Okay. So that's what I wanted to get into this here, Cody. And by the way, 70 of you in the chat. Thank you to the 70 of you that are watching right now. Thank you to every single one of you. We're bringing the juice today. We both got our juices. We're out here just having fun with you guys, talking some stuff about the Colts. So please, guys, come on over. Talk with us in the chat. Come on over, guys. Let's have some fun here today. So, and guys, don't worry. We're going to talk about Trey Burton here in a little bit, probably here in the next 20 minutes or so. Yeah. A few things to talk about there. But anyway, back to the MPJ here. Cody, I'm going to shock some people when I say this. I'm not ready to call MPJ the second receiver on this team. I'm not ready. That's fair. I'm not ready to say it because and to Michael Pittman's credit here, after the first half that they had, he came out and caught some really good passes by Phillip Rivers and Jacoby Brissett in the second half. I get that. That's good. I'm glad that he came out and actually just refocused and was able to make some good plays. But the drops are concerning me a little bit. They concern me a little bit because, again, Jim Aiello reminded us he is a rookie here. He's a rookie. He's still getting used to the game speed and the physicality of this game. It's different than in college. And some of the drops, I mean, yes, granted, he's getting hit as he's dropping them, like a lot of them, but you got to learn to hold on to the football, man. You got to hold on. There's going to be a lot more plays that you're going to have to make through contact that in the NFL. So I'm naming Zach Pascal my number 2 right now. I'm not ready to name Michael Pittman the true number 2 wide receiver as of yet. He's my number 3 right now. And again, that could change. That could change. He could go through the season and continue to get better. I'm just saying, as of this moment, I am not confident enough to say you're my number 2 guy that I trust you wholeheartedly. I would rather give that title to Zach Pascal right now.
Oh, I am definitely there too. I mean, early on, we thought, oh, maybe Pittman takes that number 2 slot right away. But then you have to factor in no preseason games. That is a big deal to me. That is a big reason why, even if I felt like he had a good chance early on, now without more chances to get more game and live bullets, if you will, I definitely agree. I think that he don't have to rush him out there. That's the great thing. You have other guys that can supplement the number 2 wide receiver. You mentioned Zach Pascal. He was your leading receiver last year. I think he deserves that right to be number 2 right now behind T.Y. And Paris Campbell's no slouch either. So for Pittman, the great thing with the Colts and what Chris Ballard does is just because you were drafted in the second round, it doesn't mean you're automatically given a starting spot. You have to go out there and you have to earn it. And now I still think Michael Pittman's going to be a very good receiver at some point with the Colts. But right now, man, he's got to earn it. He's got to earn it every single day. And I'm totally good with that.
And Reich said, I'm still confident in Pittman. We're still confident in him. He's just learning. And, you know, I think it's becoming more and more apparent of Michael Pittman and what is going on. Now, answering Matthew's second question, we're going to talk about that one a little later. We'll talk about that one a little later as we talk about the defense. We're strictly talking about the offense here. I mean, the good news was from today, Hilton had 5 catches in the first half from Rivers to start. It was, I think they said 11 completions in the first half by Rivers, and 5 of those were to Hilton. So again, Hilton being the consistent number 1 guy that has been out there making great plays. I mean, how great is it, Cody, to see Rivers and Hilton connecting the way they are right now?
Oh, it's so great. It is so great because T.Y. Hilton has been stuck with Jacoby Brissett for 2 years where he really could have had great seasons. Last year he got injured. I mean, it's great to see T.Y. Hilton getting back to what we know he can get to and what we know he's capable of. And to have that connection with Rivers early, that's so great, man. And I think that's going to serve him well with the fantasy, from a fantasy perspective as well. Because we know Rivers likes to throw it deep and likes to give his guys shots. Well, certainly seems like Hilton's going to be one of his favorite targets. So that's certainly a great sign for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, there are 70 of you in here right now. You guys need to like the stream, okay? 100 likes today, and I am going to do the Dak dance again live on camera, okay? So you guys need to help me out here.
Let's see. What happens when we get to 200? Because it's going to happen today.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll shotgun that beer. I'll shotgun that beer that I said what I was going to do the other day. Yeah, the title was Colts Live Scrimmage from Lucas Oil Stadium. Yeah, that title screwed me over. I'm like, yeah, that means they're going to stream the freaking scrimmage. But no.
It should have been talking about the Colts scrimmage.
Yeah.
So, come on, guys.
Pitt's a rookie. I ain't worried about him. I'm excited about Rhodes. Again, other things, we agree with that. What happens to Burton? We're going to talk about that here in a second. Let's get into a couple comments here. Catch up. They got me with the title. They got us all, bro. Stallworth is good, but I don't know if there's enough space for him. Yeah, he might be a practice squad guy to start, but I mean, you know, with the way injuries go, Stallworth could make his way at some point. So do you think Jordan Wilkins is going to be a surprise cut, or do you think he stays on the active roster? I think he stays. Honestly, I think he stays at least this year. I don't know how long he stays with the Colts, but at least this year, I think he's staying.
Yeah, for sure. I'm right there too.
Okay. And Sam, oh my God, one dislike on your stream. You know who it's from. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Whatever. One person dislikes. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Tristan Tillman, I'm back. All right. Let's see here. Hello, Colts fans. What is up? Let's see here. Tristan already said, hey, already 42 like, 200. Here we go. Let's see here. Can we talk about how good TY was today? Yeah, I mean, that's what we just said. I mean, you know, TY's been looking great, man. When he's healthy, man, y'all keep slipping on my man TY, man. Y'all forgot how good this man was because you only saw him for 7 games last year. Forget how good he is when he actually is healthy. So, I mean, the opponents of the Colts are in for a rude awakening because TY, you can go in any situation and he's there to play. Mm-hmm. So, let's see here. Chris is already saying Zach earned the number 2. I believe so right now. Hilton, Pascal, Campbell, MPJ, Fountain. Okay, so this is a question I wanted to ask Cody over the last few days, and we saw it again today. It's making me more and more apparent. I want to see if Cody's answer is going to change here. Cody, are you willing to admit that Daurice Fountain has earned a spot on this roster?
Well, can he play special teams? Answer me that. Can he play special teams? That's what
I don't
need.
know. I don't know.
It is exactly
I don't know.
what
I've never seen him play special teams yet. It probably could.
Well,
probably
even if
could.
he can, then yeah. If he can, that's my big thing.
All right. All right. Okay. Whatever. I'm done with it.
Okay, so maybe, hear me out. Maybe he can challenge for that number 5 spot. Maybe he can, because we have not really seen Marcus Johnson out there yet. And, the best ability is availability. If he's not out there, a guy like Fountain could come take his spot.
He had some amazing plays today, man. He caught a 35-yard touchdown off of, I don't even know who it was from. It might have been from Eason. A 35-yard touchdown over 2 defenders.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's so great.
Balling. He's balling, man.
I'm happy for him. I love Reese. I love Reese Fountain.
I know you are. I just want you to admit it at some point. I hope when Fountain actually I'm hoping when he actually does make the roster, then you'll apologize. But anyway,
I'll be good with it.
The bad thing is if the drops from Taylor continues, that we're more predictable on offense when he's on the field. Hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, though, Marlon Mack was that way last year. That never stopped him, so. Trevino Coles, how was Doolin? I didn't hear much from him today. I don't know if you heard anything.
I haven't really been able to check much.
Hi, guys. Great seeing you live again. Love from Israel. Eden, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. It's got to be late over there. Has to be.
Probably.
Let's see.
Matthew says, I'm being forced to watch this stream by gunpoint.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. 200 likes equals fans only, all exclusive Dak dance.
Oh, my.
You guys have so many things in the chat. It's hard to keep up with all of you. Michael Pittman looks so cool in the Colts uni. Hey, definitely. Should have been watch me ask dumb questions and be amazed by my earrings. Paul C, what's up, guys? Hey, Paul, good to have you in here, man. New fan of the show. Really enjoy listening to you guys. Thank you. Roberto Orez is in here. Thank you so much, Roberto, for being in here. Glad that you are participating in the live stream today. Glad to have new members in here. Sam saying, thanks to the Patriots, NFL rules won't allow people to film training camp scrimmages. Yeah, I guess that's true. Sucks that sucks that it's come to that. But
speaking of that, did you see Tom Brady take a shot at the Colts the other day? Or take a shot at Peyton
I
Manning?
did see that. I did see that, yeah. So far in camp, Kinlaw is looking really bad for the 49ers, looking like another trade the Colts won. Hey, always down for that. Hey, and so far they said DeForest Buckner has looked pretty decent so far. So, all right. So before we get into any more chats here with you guys, and guys, keep talking in the comments, okay? I know we may not be able to get to every single person, but we'll certainly try our best. So the Trey Burton news.
Yeah.
So for anyone that wants clarity as to what the injury is, it is a strain in his calf. Okay. It's not a ankle injury. It's not a rolled ankle like they were originally projecting. It is a strained calf. So what does that actually mean? Well, at least the good news is that Trey Burton didn't have to immediately go to the locker room and get immediate coverage on everything. It wasn't like that. It wasn't anything that crazy. They reportedly took him off to the side of the field and the athletic trainers were tending to his calf. Now, Frank Reich mentioned that an MRI is going to be done today and that a decision will probably be made in the next day or two as to how long it's going to take for him to come back. So he said that it will probably be some time. How much time? I don't know. But from what I know from strains is that strains can last anywhere from a very low risk strain, about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and a mild strain can go anywhere up to 6 weeks. So the issue we're having is it sounds like Trey Burton might miss a good portion of the first month of the season, is what is being potentially reported, is that he might miss the first couple games for sure. So how severe it was, I don't know. They didn't let anything slip. So it stinks. It really does stink. Trey Burton was doing so well, and now that's our first significant injury that the Colts have had in this whole offseason. We haven't had anything major up until now. And even the strain is not major. I mean, I don't think that Burton's going to miss multiple months of the season because of this, but it stinks to know, Cody, that he could potentially miss the first month of the season because of this.
It does. Like we envisioned a lot of big things for Burton this year, and Reich even has talked up Burton a lot. He calls him one of the best route running tight ends in the league. So yeah, this is certainly a big blow to this tight end room. A room we already thought, they were already signing some tight ends because they were so devastated by injuries. And it's crazy because Trey Burton was like the only guy that didn't struggle with injuries this offseason, and now he's out for who knows how long. So now, projecting if he misses some games, if you want to keep 3 tight ends, you obviously got Jack, you got Mo, and maybe Andrew Vollert, the guy they claimed recently. Maybe he makes a push for the final 53-man roster. So I don't know. Yeah, as far as that goes, it's a significant injury, and a significant loss if he does miss some time. So it stinks, man. It really does, because I was hoping this would be, we'd be very injury clear, and this is a very critical position, especially with sort of the lack of depth. So yeah, it kind of stinks.
Yeah, the lack of depth really is it is a factor right now, and it stinks that that's happening. Merrill Brown, we will be answering that question here soon when we get to talk about the defense, which will be here in a few minutes. We're just finishing up on the offensive side, talking about the tight ends. Yeah, it stinks, man. I really hope Trey Burton, it's not serious. I hope it's just something that, in a month from now, he can come back and be fine. But given Trey Burton's recent injury history, I have my doubts. And I really, really hope that it's not what I think it's about to be. I really hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no way to watch the scrimmage, Mr. Morris. They debated us on that.
Yep.
How does Rivers compare to the other QBs in the division? Well, at least right now, better than Minshew. I would say he's better than Tannehill by a little bit. And he's not Deshaun Watson, but, I mean, I would rank him second in the division. Hines is going to be a punt returner, not a kick returner. I really feel like if Doolin makes the cut, he'll be a kick returner. Yeah, I believe that.
And also Isaiah Rodgers, speaking of kick returners, he was returning some kicks. We said that early on. We said Isaiah Rodgers, when he gets healthy, he should be one of your primary kick returners. So he did that in college last year.
Yep, absolutely. Derek loves me. Cody loves me. You're right, Reese KFM. We love you, man. We absolutely do. Absolutely we do. Let's see here. Mr. Sterling, I don't like you anymore. These guys reborn. Where do we get the stats from the scrimmage? We get our stats from guys like George Bremer and guys like that on Twitter. They're the ones that are watching the scrimmages and taking notes. So that's how we get it.
I wish we could do that, but
a certain thing kept us from going to training camp this year. How fun and joy. Here's the thing. Could it have potentially been a blessing in disguise? I mean, could it? I mean,
Okay.
I don't know because I mean, I got to be in a press conference with Chris Ballard and Frank Reich because of it. I mean, that probably wouldn't have happened if we were able to go to training camp, but
True.
who knows? How is Komoko doing? Well, there's becoming less and less optimism that he'll be ready for the season start, but odds are he'll be ready within the first month of the season. He'll be back. Still just no official word on just how much longer it's going to be for him. So I thought I missed something there. Sorry. Let's go. Okay. Talk about Tae Kwon Lewis. It's literally the next thing I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
So today he had going up against the starters. He had one good tackle. I think he tackled Wilkins in the backfield for a 5-yard loss on a run.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was going up against the third stringers, had 2 sacks and a couple other things happen on 2 drives. So yeah, it was against third stringers, mind you, but he was dominating them. I mean, obviously showing that feels he's way above where those guys are at. I mean, guys, Tae Kwon's making this roster. He's absolutely making this roster now. Whatever doubts that Cody and I might have had on Tae Kwon Lewis just a few weeks ago, throw him out now. He's on this roster. There's no question about it at this point. Just how much is he going to get? I don't know. But from what it looks like, I mean, holy hell, bro. I mean, he is just putting on a clinic on this team right now. And I love to see it.
Yeah. It's awesome, dude. It's so awesome.
Ian's like, how was the tight end trios today? Well, Jack Doyle's still out with a neck injury. They're erring on the side of caution there, so they don't want to rush him back. Even though the injury's not severe, they don't want to pressure it. And obviously Burton was doing fine until obviously the injury. And Mo Alley Cox had himself a decent day, had a couple of catches. So it's good that Mo Alley Cox is getting some play time with Phillip Rivers, and he's been making plays like that. Okay. For the Colts, they jelly. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
What TY had. Well, like I said, he had 5 catches in the first half of that regular scrimmage, so I don't think he had a touchdown, but I know he had some good catches today, so he was involved, just like he always is. Let's see. Where do we go? I wish y'all had a late stream today too. Well, I mean, that's the thing. We were wanting to be here earlier in the afternoon because, you know, some of you have told us that you prefer to have a evening stream or just a weekend stream of all things, because we usually stream during the week and some of y'all have to work. And, you know, I had to work this morning, but I'm still here. And we just figured, you know, good Saturday out. We might as well get you guys a nice little stream today.
Yeah.
And Matthew already was starting the stream off amazingly with a $5 super chat donation. We appreciate it. Let's see here.
Grant. I know Grant. Grant's my buddy.
All the voters decide between Malik Hooker and Marlon Mack for MVP this year.
What a troll. What a freaking troll. I mean, I don't even know how to answer this question.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer it because, yeah.
I guess I'll ask Grant. Grant, how are the voters going to decide between between TJ Leaf and Miles Turner for MVP next year? That's kind of the question you backed me up into a little bit. Except TJ Leaf can do nothing right, so whatever.
Oh, man. Reese KFN, well, at least Mo looked good today, I heard. Yeah, he did. He for the limited snaps he's been getting, he has been taking advantage of them. So it is good to see Mo Alley Cox getting more done. Let's see here. How's Paris? Well, he hasn't practiced yet, at least not this last week. had the concussion protocol situation with the accident. That reminds me, Cody, I don't remember who said it, but somebody said that if you had looked at Paris's car, you would have thought this was a major accident. Like,
really?
Yeah, they said like this. They said he actually got really freaking lucky.
Oh, wow.
To actually walk out of there with nothing but a potential concussion. So,
Jeez.
I mean, it goes to show you just how innovative these cars are now. I mean, airbags everywhere. I mean, the car may blow itself up, but you'll still be protected on the inside, literally.
Yeah.
Any good tight ends out there to sign until he gets back? Well, apparently Vollert's been making some good plays in camp.
Yeah.
So, and I heard Farrah Green's actually made some plays too. So, but it's whatever. I don't know how much more depth we can go for. I don't even know if there's anybody out there that I would even want to try to go for at this point. I really don't.
Right.
Let's see here. This is a long shot, but do y'all think Fountain can play tight end?
I've never heard that one before.
Never heard that one, and I don't think it's true. I don't think that could possibly happen. Fountain is as big as Fountain is. He's small compared to what your tight ends are. So it's not that. I mean, Andrew Luck had okay, Sam. Sam. Stop. Okay, stop it. Stop talking about him. Is Tae Kwon another preseason star, or is he really getting things going for the D-line? Pablo, that's a good one. Yeah, a lot of people were wondering, is Tae Kwon really for real? Well, here's the thing, guys. He's not just dominating people on third team, okay? There have been multiple occasions throughout training camp where he's beaten starters. He's beaten Quentin Nelson a few times, beaten Glowinski a few times, and Smith on the outside. And like we said, the first scrimmage that they had back on Monday, Tae Kwon Lewis actually forced a fumble on Hines. Hines caught a ball in the backfield. Tae Kwon lit him up and made him fumble. I mean, again, it's another one of those things that I don't think this is a mirage. I think Tae Kwon Lewis actually is legit now. I think he actually is somebody that can be a good depth piece for this defensive line. I really do.
I agree. Yeah, that's what they need. I saw Tae Kwon Lewis kicked out to defensive end a little bit too. So that's certainly interesting. So he can kind of play a little bit of everything.
All right. Let's see here. DJ saying Wilkins isn't going anywhere unless he's traded for a 5th-round pick or better, possibly a solid tight end or a decent starter / swing offensive lineman. Interesting. Tim Logue saying any thoughts on Tere's return? Yeah. Again, we don't know. We don't know at this point what's going to actually happen when he's going to come back, but they assume he's going to be back at some point. I guess the good thing also, Cody, when we're talking about Blackman, apparently Blackman's still on schedule, and they said he's really antsy to get out there.
I bet he is. Yeah, that's great to hear. Great news. Great to hear, man.
Let's see here. You hear anything about Hines this practice? I didn't hear a lot. I don't think he did a ton. But of course I don't think I saw at the very end though, but Cody, did you see anything about Hines today?
Not really anything. No, I saw.
Nothing crazy today. Sam Lane is in here. Hello, Sam. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. Incoming triggered Titans fans about Rivers being better than Tannehill. Bring them on. I don't care. Bring them on. Seriously, I'll take any Titans fan that wants to argue with me that Tannehill is better than Phillip Rivers. Please, bring them in here. I want to know. Let's see. what's the word on Bobby Okereke? Well, I haven't heard too much about him either. No big plays to really consider. I mean, that is one thing that surprises me, Cody, about all of training camp. I've heard nothing about Darius Leonard at all. Nothing. Like, I mean, no big news, no big plays, nothing. I mean, like, we've seen some of the clips of him in practice, you know, doing the individual stuff, but, like, I have not seen anything about Bobby Okereke since the first week of full pads, and Darius Leonard, I have not seen anything. No, I don't know whether that's a great thing or a bad thing. I don't know what to think about it.
No. It's weird. Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure. I haven't heard much about the linebackers in general. Like, it's kind of strange. Yeah.
But there is one linebacker that has been getting some news as of recently. Zaire Franklin did have an interception today. Tavon Wilson tipped a pass by Chad Kelly, and Zaire came in and swooped it up. So I know we were talking, Cody, about, you know, and it's funny too, because I think that Zach Hicks actually took Zaire Franklin off of his linebackers that he said he was originally going to have for the roster. Is Zaire a lock at this point? I think from this last week, he's really kind of implemented that he deserves to stay on this roster.
I mean, I think out of him and also Matthew Adams, I think certainly he does. I would not take him off this roster. He's valuable on special teams. And he also looks like he's getting a little better at linebacker. So, yeah, I wouldn't take him off for sure.
You guys got a lot of comments. Sam Lane, let's go Bears. What the hell? We're going to destroy them week 4. I'll just say that. Wish the Colts did behind the scenes again for training camp. Yeah, for real. Jeff Hireman, it's Hireman. Probably the best free agent tight end available. I know Jeff, an Ohio State guy, definitely has made some plays in times, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to take my chances. Any update on the kicking battle from the scrimmage today?
Yes, I saw this comment.
We might as well talk about it. Everybody's been asking about it. Might as well.
I saw the comment, so I had it pulled up already. So today, Blankenship was 6 for 7. He made kicks from 33, 37, 41, 52, 56, and 57, and he missed a 48-yarder. And McLaughlin was 4 for 7. He missed from 48, 52, and 56. So the first, I would say on Monday, when the Colts did the same thing at Lucas Oil, McLaughlin won that day. Well, today
he destroyed Blankenship that day.
It swung back today a little bit. Blankenship made 2 more field goals than he did. And so I still think, obviously, I think right now Chase is probably still the starter and going to win this roster spot. But because we always have thought, Derek, I don't think Blankenship's just going to come in here and win and take that spot unless, first off, we said unless Chase is catastrophically awful. And second, unless he's like perfect. I don't think he's done enough to cement himself at this point as a clear winner ahead of Chase. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's kind of weird now we're having this discussion again of, you know, because after Monday we said Chase just destroyed it. Almost any argument you can make towards Blankenship, it's gone now. McLaughlin just destroyed your whole argument. Now after today, Blankenship had the better day. And I don't know if that was because maybe they didn't put as much game emphasis on kicks today. It didn't sound like they did more. But even in the kicks that were missed, the 3 kicks that McLaughlin missed, most of them were very close. They just missed a little bit off to the right or the left. And from what I heard, Blankenship's was a lot wider. Like the few that he missed today, he was a lot wider. So he was still a lot more erratic in his kicks, which still and yet tells me that McLaughlin's still got a slightly better leg on him right now. Even when he misses, it's still closer. So that's why I'm still Chase McLaughlin at this point.
Yep, I agree.
Matthew saying still mad we didn't keep Henches. Yeah,
I'm still mad.
Yeah, I know Cody's mad. I know. I don't mind the Colts. It's my old man's favorite team. Well, your old man's smart. Tae Kwon Lewis today, 3 plays, 2 sacks.
Yeah, he had 2 sacks on the same drive.
On the same drive of all things.
At defensive end of all things.
Yeah. Tae Kwon's been pretty good, guys. I think we all can kind of agree that Tae Kwon has at least earned a chance to at least show what he's worth. I mean, he's been the team camp MVP. He's literally been marked that by the Indianapolis local media already. So, I mean, might as well, continue to just let him do what he wants to do. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Xavier Rhodes, because we were talking about that earlier with Michael Pittman. Obviously, Xavier Rhodes has had Michael Pittman on lockdown ever since he's come into camp. What has this made to you, Cody? Is this Xavier Rhodes actually looking very comfortable, or is it, he's just playing a rookie, nothing really crazy to be concerned about, or is Xavier Rhodes actually legit looking good right now?
And that is so hard to say right now. I mean, we're not able to see it. So if I was guessing, I'd probably say it's a combination of both. Pittman just getting used to, like you said, the physicality of the game, coming from USC to playing in the NFL. It's hard for any receiver really to come into the league and have a great rookie season. I mean, it's rare when that happens, but especially I feel like second round picks for whatever reason. There was a lot of good ones last year, but then there were also some ones that struggled a little bit, whether that be injuries, or whether that be just inconsistencies. Some guys that just need some time to develop and get used to the speed and the physicality of the NFL. So I think that's part of it. And then, I think Xavier Rhodes is certainly looking comfortable. The Colts felt like he was very motivated coming into this year. And so for me, I definitely would say it's a combination of the two. I don't think it's just Michael Pittman's just a rookie. We don't take any stock in that. Or Xavier Rhodes is just insane. I think it's kind of in the middle for me.
Gotcha. Yeah. And ultimately it's a matter of, when the season actually starts, that's what it really matters. But it is good to see Xavier Rhodes has been really good so far. So at least that's a good sign. Yeah. Can't get enough of the podcast. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you on that. Tanner Hugan saying, how did Mac and Taylor look? Well, I didn't hear much of Mac today. I haven't heard a lot from Mac. I'm assuming he just had a semi-pedestrian day. The Colts were more focused on the pass game today. So it doesn't surprise me we didn't hear much about Mac. Jonathan Taylor certainly had his struggles today catching the ball. So that's something to look out for future reference. But again, just none of them really had a spectacular day. So who's the surprise cut? People keep asking us this, and I don't know how to answer it. I don't know how to answer it because I feel like me as somebody that, looks at Colts stuff every day, and you and I have literally been breaking down this roster every day for probably the last, what has it been, like 6 months now?
Seems
Ever
like
since the beginning of free agency, it seems like every day we're talking about this roster. Who goes here? Who goes here? Like,
I know.
It's hard to think of it from like an outside perspective right now on who would you consider to be a surprise cut. It's who you think is a surprise cut. What's a surprise cut to somebody might not be a surprise cut to everybody else. Like Justin here saying that a surprise cut would be Matthew Adams. No, that would not be a surprise cut to me, because the 5 other linebackers that we have before Matthew Adams, it makes it sense that I would not view that as a surprise cut, honestly. So I have no idea. I honestly don't.
No, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's really going to be a surprise cut, especially this year. It's not like you can go plug in another player, I mean, unless somehow, some way the Colts decide not to have 4 running backs, which I highly doubt they would do, that would be the only potential surprise cut that I would see. It's really the only one. I could say Marcus Johnson. That was the one I said whenever we got asked this the last time, just because he hasn't been on the field. That would be my only pick.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But beyond that, I don't know. Like, I don't really have any.
Yeah, I really don't have any either. Extra rice, please. How is the kicking competition? Yeah, we just got done talking about that. McLaughlin still has a slight lead in that category, but Blankenship definitely closed the gap on that today. Mm-hmm. He definitely had a better day today than McLaughlin, but who knows how that's going to be for going on. But let's see. Uniforms look better looking numbers and horseshoe on the helmet. Yeah, I liked it. How about we get Antonio Gates out of retirement? Brady can get Gronk. We should grab Gates. Isn't Gates like really old?
He's like 40 years old.
He's like 40 years old. Why the hell would we go for a 40-year-old tight end? We already got a 40-year-old quarterback. Good afternoon, fellas. Kelvin, good to see you, sir. Glad to have you finally. Reese better off getting Deadline Walker.
Yeah. Delaney Walker. We talked about him early in the offseason when free agency started. We were like, would this make sense? So maybe with this injury, it makes a little bit more sense. I mean, he's older, but he's been effective when he's been healthy. That's just been the issue. Delaney Walker has been healthy for the last couple of years. So maybe you just have him for a little bit to just kind of fill in and help with the tight end room. I could potentially see that if he's healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. 90 of you in the chat here through YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you to everyone that is in here, guys. Please be sure to talk about something in the chat, guys. Let's ask some questions. Colts going to be top 10 in sacks. They certainly have the tools to do so. I think they definitely can. Mm-hmm. Titan Anderson is here. What is up? Titan Anderson in here. What's up, dude? Good to have you in here. First time I've seen you in these streams. Let's see. With no preseason game tapes to study, how many weeks will it take for teams to get in rhythm of playing again and working as a team? Roughly 4 to 5 weeks. That's usually when teams start to hit that stride. The first month is usually rough. And then after that, it gets so much easier. About Titan, did you bring the juice? I've been busy with work, guys. We will get the collab soon. That's cool, man. Good to have you in here. And absolutely, man. We get it. Life's busy right now, for sure. How's the depth on the O-line? Well, with LaRaven Clark being so much better in camp this year, the coaches have seen the difference, have seen a slight difference in how he's played. And with adding Hunt, which you just did a week ago, that helps with the center. And I'm guessing Patterson is your 8th guy. I'm guessing. Outside of that, I think overall the depth is fine, at least right now. After seeing LaRaven Clark performing better and getting Hunt, I think that added so much more help to that backup, but who knows?
Yeah, Jake Eldrenkamp's another name. I didn't want to forget him and then have somebody in the comments after you, Derek. So Jake Eldrenkamp's another name in there. In the interior.
Eldrenkamp's another one. Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Reeves, appreciate the content all year, boys. Stay with it. Absolutely, Tyler. We will, man. That's what we've been doing every day, just trying to give you guys something to grasp onto, especially now with it being 2 weeks away from the NFL season.
Wow.
Man, now's the time, guys. Now's the time for the freaking content.
Yes.
Let's see. Reese, our right tackle, will be fine, whether it's Kelly or if Wilson. I thought I heard a rumor about Wilson the other day. I think he was at a party or something on a college campus and like got in trouble or something. I don't know. Don't forget all you to like the stream and to smash the like button and subscribe. Absolutely, guys. Please do. We are on the road to 3,000 subs, guys. We're so close. It says, I'm coming for you guys when we collab.
All right.
I'm down.
Here we go. We are officially 100 subs away from 3K.
100 subs away, guys. Come on, let's break this. We got 14 more days after today to hit 100 more subs. And also, guys, again, for anyone that's just joining in, we're doing another giveaway. Okay, if you guys haven't seen it on Twitter or on Instagram, go get registered for this, okay? It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a really cool thing for you guys to have. Go check it out. It's going to be really cool. And we're excited to be able to do this giveaway again, guys. We want to keep giving back to you guys because that's what you guys do. You're here for us, so we want to give something back for you guys. So, and we'll have to do like a money live stream or something. You know, with all the people that we get in here, I'll have to give away like a few dollars to of my money to back to some of you guys. I feel like that would be a good one for sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jack Adams saying, "What's up, Titan Anderson?" Okay, Watson, Tannehill, Ty, Rivers, Ty, Minshew. Give the slight advantage to Rivers, but you know it's whatever. These tight end injuries need to slow down, or we'll be down to a piece of chewed gum, an old open paper clip, and some yarn. Yeah, that's a really good that's a really good way to say it. Let's see.
That's funny.
Wait a minute. What did he say? Okay, just heard he about committed suicide at a party. No,
oh my gosh.
No, that's not true. That's not true, is it? There's no way. Because Titan Upload was telling me that wasn't it. He was telling me that like he was dangling off a balcony. Like I don't know if he was actually attempting it or if he was like just partying, but I don't know. Paul C saying you can tell the lack of camps and OTAs, they look a little raw still. Yeah, absolutely. Derek, should we stop talking to make streaming easier? No, it's not. It's not easier when you guys stop. I mean, honestly, you guys are helping me. You guys are helping me with, figuring out some content here. So the Colts have too many Ohio State players as is. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Sam
they don't.
Sam texted me and said, should I say something about Ohio State to get Derek mad? I said, do it.
Sam, you don't want to have this battle with Ohio State with me, boy. Hold on a second. I'm seeing something. Hold on.
Yep, I see it.
Hold on. I'm seeing it. Let me. And Kelvin Beatty with the $5 super chat. No message. Kelvin, thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. That is the second super chat we've had today. Thank you, sir. That's very nice of you. Kelvin, we know you're in here all the time with these streams. So glad that you're in here. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. That's very appreciative. Yeah, man. Thank you so very much for that. We'll have to pull that up again at some point. Let's see. Yeah, thank you again, Kelvin. Really appreciate you, man. Always a loyal subscriber here. I appreciate you. Sam, you don't want this work when it comes to me and Ohio State here. You don't want this. Okay. And the funny thing is, do the Colts have 6 Ohio State players on their roster?
Let's see. They got Hooker, Lewis,
Paris.
Who else? I don't know the other ones.
I don't know if it's 6. I thought it was at one point, but I think they actually did say Ohio State has the most players. More players come from Ohio State on the Indianapolis Colts than any other university.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other guys of note that are from Ohio State besides those 3 right now.
Yeah, at least not right now. All right, Chase gonna win it. I'm on Team Hot Rod. I mean, we're getting a bunch of people here with the Hot Rods and the Chases. I haven't heard much about Bobby Okereke. Should I be worried? No, don't be worried. Bobby Okereke is simply just, playing along with the linebackers. There just hasn't been a lot to really discuss about this whole linebacker group in general. So don't be worried about it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chase will win. I think Blankenship will have the better career when it's all said and done, though. Interesting. Sunflower saying Darius Fountain doing good. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Justin saying I agree with that 100%. Let's see. Where do we go? Another one of these. How did the tight ends do? Doyle was injured today. Still haven't done much. But outside of that, Kelvin Beatty again with another $5 super chat.
Wow.
Kelvin, thank you, sir. Listen, I'm going to start getting like I'm going to get some, like, I'm going to try to get a soundboard to like do stuff with, to make sound effects, because you guys deserve some recognition, but saying you guys deserve it. Keep grinding, Kelvin. Thank you, sir, so much. You guys, you are awesome, bro. You are coming in clutch with the super chats today, man. Thank you. Thank you so very much, bro. I appreciate it. If I could give you a fist bump through the cam, I would definitely do it. There, I'll give you that split second there that you can do that. But thank you so very much, Kelvin, for that again, dude. Really appreciative of that. I'm so happy you were doing that for us. Thank you. Let's see here. Now I lost where I was at. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. Because you guys are just still going so much. Yeah, again, Mo Wally Cox had a good day. Trey Burton's now injured, might miss some time this season, and Jack Doyle is being held out for precautionary measures. Mm-hmm. I'm just happy the Colts defense and offense squads have been going back and forth, trading blows. If it was lopsided, I would be scared. Yeah, and the amazing thing is Reich said that neither side has really gained the advantage. Both sides are doing well at certain times, but obviously the offense just looks so much more prolific than what it has before, right? I mean, are you hearing that too, Cody?
Yeah, I'm just seeing something up here. Do you see it?
I see it.
My goodness.
Jack Adams with another $5 super chat. Best Colts podcast. Can't wait for a great Colts season. Jack, you are a real one, sir. Hey, I'll let you have that one too. Dude, you are a legend on this channel, bro. you are a legend on this channel, because I had you on the first ever subscriber edition live stream. Jack, right. I will make sure at some point I get you on again, because you are one of my favorite dudes out there. I love talking to you. You guys you're awesome. Matthew, Jack, and Kelvin, thank you so much for the super chats, guys. Honestly, cannot be thanking you guys enough right now.
Yeah, seriously.
Is the regular LS still out? That can make a difference in a kick on how it's.
Luke Rhodes is back. Long snapper.
Okay.
Yeah, he's back.
Take a pause, drink, and smash them likes. Yes. Where am I at right now? 61 likes. 61 likes. Not bad, guys. Keep it up. Any update on Kenny Moe? I haven't heard much from Kenny Moore. Honestly, haven't heard a ton.
I think yesterday, I didn't hear anything about him today. I think yesterday he was like working with the trainer. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. I mean, all signs are pointing to him being totally ready for the 2020 season. So
that's good.
Really, really excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've not heard anything super crazy about it. So odds are it's probably just, something. It's just something small. Let's see here. Why is Rhodes not covering TY? Well, again, it's not much about a man scheme. It's more zone scheme. And, I think that for as much of, I don't know if it has something to do with just T.Y. Hilton per se, but I mean, Xavier Rhodes is also trying to whip Michael Pittman into shape. You're going to Michael Pittman. It's just as good for Michael Pittman to be facing against somebody like Xavier Rhodes as it is for Xavier Rhodes specifically.
Yeah.
Let's see. CJ Henderson is versus Michael Pittman this year, right? It might be. Or CJ Henderson might be guarding TY. Honestly. Because CJ Henderson's going to probably be their best corner. Honestly. Unless people want to prove to me otherwise who's the actual true number one corner. But then again, they probably wouldn't have drafted him at with the 9th pick if they didn't expect him to be the number one. Mm-hmm. They said they hope to have more back next week. Yeah, which is good. We got O-line. We got Clark, Eldrin Camp, Patterson, Pinter, and O'Donnell. Hunt is an interesting one as well. Yeah, so again, guys, I'm not too worried about it. We addressed it everywhere. Clark's gotten better. Pinter was an addition. Eldrin Camp and Patterson have been in the system for a few years now if they get the spot. And Hunt is another one. So, again, it's interesting. It really is. We need to get through some of these comments, man, because we're about almost 20 minutes behind. We don't need JT to catch the ball.
Wow.
You're right. We don't absolutely have to. Haven't heard much about his pass blocking. Yeah, I mean, he again has not had to do much of that in Wisconsin, but I think he still would be all right. Who should be the wide receiver number 2? I said Zach Pascal. Were you in agreement with that, Cody?
Right now, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Surprise cut is fountain to me. Yeah, I'm not trying to think about that, though. This is George Bremer's tweet right below. Rivers praises Hilton's feel for the game, connected on 6 passes today, including a 47-yard touchdown. It was nice to kind of push it down the field to him on one today and kind of get him into it a little bit. Hey, guys, Rivers is feeling more comfortable throwing the ball down the field now. He threw one to Pittman earlier, too, that was like 55, 60 yards down the field. So, I mean, Rivers is starting to feel himself now, which is definitely a good sign. How'd TY do? Well, I think that last one mentioned it. Titans kicking competition is similar to the Colts. We might have undrafted McCann on opening day or Greg Joseph.
Oh, Derek, I knew this was going to happen eventually. I'll answer this one because I actually wanted to talk about this. How the D-line do? Well, we talked about Tae Kwon Lewis already. He's had a good camp. He had a good day today again. Buckner also had a pretty good day. I saw one tweet in particular where he tackled Mack for like a 5-yard loss. And then also Ben Banagoo, who came back a couple days ago. I think he came back yesterday. He obviously got injured and fortunately was a minor injury. He came back. He rolled his ankle and he's fine. He's back. He had a really good day as well. He had a sack today and was also making plays all over the field. So some of these younger Colts defenders are looking really, really good right now. We already talked about Al-Qadim Muhammad a lot on this podcast. We like what he brings. We think he could potentially be in contention for the other defensive end spot alongside Justin Houston with a couple other guys. Overall, though, the defensive line is looking really, really good so far.
Yep, absolutely. For me, Hilton has the best hands and can track a ball like as good as anyone. Honestly, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
What are some specific things about the Colts that you think could cause them to lose a close playoff game? Well, again, with the unprovenness of the wide receiver group, I feel that could be something that could hurt us this year later on. And yet again, with the secondary still being so young, I think that's probably the biggest issues for me right now.
Yeah, I was going to say secondary probably. Secondary or receiver. I mean, those are the two that were the two biggest question marks. We think they have potential to be good, but they also could be kind of the Achilles heel for both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. How do you guys feel about a Clowney signing now? No.
Still no. Yeah.
Still not worth it. Over under on how many TDs Hilton gets in the Texans stadium. NRG. I think they're saying 3.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going under, but I definitely think TY's getting the touchdown.
I think he's getting a lot of yards. He's never been a touchdown guy, so I'll go more yards than touchdowns.
Although he always gets a touchdown at least in our NRG stadium. He always seems to. Prediction record 10-6.
11-5.
James Sparrow. It was bull crap. We couldn't watch it. Yeah, I feel that.
Yep,
feel that. The biggest guy on the team to draft in fantasy, Naheem Hines.
Okay, here's my plug. I had some fantasy guys on for the last podcast. If you haven't checked that one out, go check that out right now.
It's in the description, guys. It's in the description.
The entire offense for the Colts and also talk about some of their sleepers for the Colts as well. So if you're a big fantasy football guy like I am, be sure to check that out. It was one of my favorite conversations I've had in an episode recently. So make sure to check that out. Give it a like. Give it a comment. Comment your thoughts on it. Just let us know what you think about it. But really, really good episode. I loved it a lot. Those guys are awesome.
DJ saying Rhodes does very well against bigger wide receivers, so it's good experience for Pittman. I hope Rhodes is back to his old self. Yeah, Rhodes is a very physical guy. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, he's a zone guy, but don't forget, he is very physical at the point of attack. He does like to get into it with guys. So that doesn't surprise me.
Right.
Miles Bryan saying, good for you boys. Miles, thank you. Are you guys going to live stream during games? Not during games, but we will be live streaming for post-game analysis, okay? So after games are concluded, we will be going live after every game to talk with you guys about the game, what needs to happen, break everything down, talk about some stuff, and then, you know, we'll maybe stream later in the week as that goes along. Yeah. But yeah, we will certainly be doing some live streams after games. Absolutely.
Yeah, but we'll always put a game preview out either the day before or the morning of. So be sure to check those out too.
Yeah. And would you think about live streaming those previews, or would you think maybe we could do like a video?
I was thinking a video because, so the people who don't know, I work at a church. So on Sundays, I'm not available till about up to kickoff. So I couldn't, but maybe you could, Derek, if you wanted to, or we could just post a video.
Yeah, we probably just would post a video, probably make something like Saturday night and then just post it probably post it like either Saturday night or Sunday morning. And then that way people can watch it quick before they get their NFL fix for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, Taiwan Aldridge, love you guys. Can't get enough of the chats. Taiwan, thank you so very much. Appreciate the kind words. I would be down for that since it's COVID season. Yeah. No, put your money into the stream, silly. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Put the money into the stream. And that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep using the money to help guys with, you know, making the streams better, making the channel better, doing giveaways, all that stuff for you guys. Trey hopefully just strained or pulled the calf. Yeah, Tyler, he strained his calf. So ultimately we just don't know how long that's actually going to be.
We forgot one.
Hold on a second. Let me go back. Yeah, there you go. And compared to how much of an improvement is Rivers? Honestly, guys, you could kind of just go back to last offseason. Honestly, because there were multiple tweets where Jacoby Brissett was struggling. And I think that we've seen the complete opposite from Rivers. So I really like what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. I think he's a big upgrade for because you saw that was the Achilles heel of the offense last year. Couldn't throw the ball down the field to save their life. And now, obviously, you're probably going to get more interceptions, we think, but you got to trade that off for having a really good passing offense, a very efficient passing offense. So we think that trade-off, in our opinion, is well worth it. And obviously the Colts do too.
Yep. How's Nick's doing? We haven't seen anything of Nick's, honestly.
Not yet.
No, just need Streamlabs for that stuff. Hey, I mean, you know, we'll get Streamlabs once I actually get a computer that can actually hold that amount of bandwidth. But Van Albright in here, late to the party. What's up, fellas? Van, good to have you in here, sir. Hey, we're an hour and a half strong into this, guys. Still talking some football here. Just keep putting stuff in the chat, guys. We love talking with you, everyone that's in here.
Yep, and we're at 69 likes right now.
69 likes. Sweet. Not bad, guys. Not bad.
I mean, there's 71 of you in YouTube, so there's a couple that haven't hit it at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Haven't liked it up yet.
Yep, you guys need to hit the like button. Come on. How do you feel about Jordan Wilkins? He is so underrated. Yes, he is severely underrated. And it's sad that he's the fourth running back on this elite running back group. Honestly, it really is sad at this point. Mm-hmm. So and that's why I ultimately think he's probably going to go somewhere else because he's so damn good. But yet he's our fourth string running back. He's going to want to go somewhere, honestly. And I'm kind of hoping that the Colts actually could get a deal done for him like midway through the season, to be honest. Get something good for him. Because I feel like some team would be willing to give up a fourth or fifth round pick for him. Honestly, feel like that could happen. Van Albright, Kenny Moore is so underrated. Yes, he is. Not only by not as much by Indianapolis media and by Indy fans, but like the national media sometimes forgets that he's even there.
Mm-hmm.
It really is sad. They're willing to talk Chris Harris Jr. all day, but they won't even mention Kenny Moore. How has Stephen Westbrook sitting here? How has Xavier Rhodes looked? He's looked dominant, man. He's looked really good in camp so far. Has really locked down on Michael Pittman Jr. So far, he's had himself a decent camp. So let's see. Haven't seen Wolverine here today. Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Haven't seen. Let's see. Rocky is such a great steal in the 2019 draft. Hey, I mean, we think Rocky definitely has a chance, man. Certainly could potentially make that way. Colts only have 3 Ohio State. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Isn't TJ Carey an Ohio State guy too?
He was with Ohio State.
Okay, so
I think
4.
So it's 4. Yeah.
Well,
It's all right, Sam. It's okay. It's okay. You can be salty about it if you want to. It's okay. It's okay.
Matthew thinks they need more Boilermakers. Well, hey, if we can get what's his name?
Rondale Moore.
I want Rondale Moore. Please.
That dude might be the number 1 wide receiver taken next year. Although I don't think he will be. I think it's actually going to be Chris Olave from Ohio State.
Give me one of those guys, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, they are so good. Mm-hmm. Dude, if we got Chris Olave, oh my god. Bro, you would I swear to you, bro, he is the next greatest thing.
Really?
Here's the thing. So, Cody, this guy went from a freshman wide receiver that had not caught a ball his freshman year until the rivalry game against Michigan and caught 2 touchdown passes in that game.
Wow.
And then less than a year later is widely being renowned as the best wide receiver in college football by a long shot.
Really? Dang.
Yes. In a year. In a year. And that's what he did.
That is crazy.
It's unbelievable how amazing he is. And he's only going to get better. I hope Ohio State gets to play this year because Olave is something special.
I was going to say, that's exciting that the Big Ten could potentially be happening now.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, and even what Olave and Rondale Moore comparison kind of brings me about is kind of like the Justin Jefferson and Jalen Reagor argument for like what the Eagles should have done this year. I would have taken Justin Jefferson, but they took Reagor because he's the more explosive guy, but Jefferson's the more overall better receiver. That's what Olave is in regards to Moore. Moore's just the yards after catch king. I mean, he gets so many yards after the catch. Doesn't he lead the NCAA in that? I think he does.
Probably, yeah.
Score predictions for week 1 versus Jacksonville.
I'm trying to remember what we said.
34-21.
Okay.
Colts.
Okay. I mean, I think the Colts win by double digits, so I agree. That's a good score prediction. Yeah.
Do you think our defense is going to win more games than our offense? That's a really, really good point. Yes, I can agree with that statement. Because I don't think the Indianapolis offense is going to blow defenses away, but I think this defense is going to be pivotal to keeping games close so that the Colts can run the ball the way they want to and dominate the time of possession.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And we were actually wrong on that TJ Carey thing. He actually went to Ohio, not Ohio State.
Gotcha.
So I thought it was Ohio State.
I thought I saw somebody in the comments saying that too. I was like, oh,
yeah.
man.
I was like, did he? Maybe he did. I don't know. But I guess it's Ohio. All right.
Hooker. What's on your mind? All right. Let's not say the word hooker because I got in trouble for saying the word hooker just by, just the one word. But anyway, yeah. So Malik Hooker, he has had a really good camp from what I've heard. He actually had a couple of pass breakups in today's live practice. So actually knocked one out of Michael Pittman's hands. So Malik Hooker's certainly looked really good, and the coaches are very impressed by what they've seen from Hooker so far. So I'm really excited to see that. I think that's great to see.
Me too. I'm excited to see and interested to see how he responds to the Colts not picking up his option. I want to see if his play improves. I want to see that. I want to see if he really is taking this offseason after that happened to focus in. He's like, all right, I want to prove I deserve another contract here. Because Hooker has said he wants to stay in Indianapolis. Now, who knows if that's actually going to happen. But I'm going to be really interested to see how does he respond to the Colts really saying, Malik, we like you. We think you're talented. Obviously, we took you that early. We don't know if you're our future at safety. We have no idea at this point. We took Julian Blackman, which would, for me, seem to indicate we just want to have some insurance in case you don't pan out.
Yep. And I see this comment, the Spotlight Raiders Talk. What's going on, y'all? Coming and showing my support. Spotlight Raiders Talk, thank you so much for coming in here. We had Dose of Dion in here in our chat the other day, too. Thank you for coming in. Guys, Raiders Talk, Spotlight Raiders Talk. This guy does an awesome Raiders podcast. I watch his live streams all the time. Good to see you're actually back streaming, too, bud, because I think – what was there, like a couple weeks or so that you didn't stream for a while? And I was kind of wondering why. And then I saw your stream the other day. It's good to see you back in there, man. But this guy is right in the same boat we're at, guys. I think, how close are you, Spotlight Raiders, to 3K?
I'll take a look.
How close is he to 3K? Because I thought he was really close. But guys,
Probably.
he does an awesome Raiders podcast. Another great up and coming. He is over. All right. Yep. All right. So, guys, over 3,000. This guy definitely knows what he's talking about. Great podcast. Spotlight Raiders Talk. Make sure you and I stay in contact because we are getting you on the podcast for a collab when the Colts go and face the Raiders again. Certainly, there will be some trash talking because, you guys got the better of us last year. No question about it. But, yeah, dude, really good to have you in here, man. And, guys, be sure to go give him a follow. A lot of great content coming out of him. Please do. Marquise Stewart, I think Big Mo should get more routes at tight end. Yes, I absolutely agree.
He's going to get a chance this year. He's definitely going to get a chance.
You want to see more of his one-handed catches? Yes, please. A lot of props to this podcast and channel. I feel up to date every time I see you guys. Thank you. D-Boy Robles, thank you so much. That's what we're doing right now. We're just trying to make sure everybody's up to date, keeping constant content out there for you guys. We know it's been difficult on our end at times to try to make things work, but right now we're just trying to make sure you guys have something every day to look at. That was a great episode. Those guys are cool. Yeah, yes. I mean, I wish I could have been a part of that one, honestly.
Definitely check that out, guys. It's a little low on the views, so check that out, please.
Yeah. How do you see our punt/kick coverage ratio this season? Interesting. Honestly, don't know. I don't know enough about special teams coverage ratios to really give you an answer. Honestly, I really don't. Matthew's asking, how about pregame and postgame? Yeah, so like we said, we'll probably have a video for you guys the morning of a Colts game or the night before, so that way we can it can get out to you guys, and then that'll be your pregame, because again, guys, like half the time I'm either at work or Cody's at church, so half the time we can't really do a pregame, and it's difficult enough to do as is. And because I'm going to have to get ready to watch games too, but we will absolutely have post-game live streams for you every time that we have a game. We will have a post-game live stream because we know that's what you guys want. And we're hoping that will help with bringing in more viewers too, because we want more people to be able to see our reactions to doing that as well. Brian Young saying opening day prediction, Colts sack Minshew 6 times.
Love it.
Love it. If Minshew loses his stash that game from being sacked so much, I wouldn't be mad. Raiders' best playbook in Madden. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Let's see here. That's great about going live. I can no longer get and will love to talk Colts game. Yeah, absolutely. Carr going to keep his job? I would imagine so. I don't think they brought Mariota in to replace Derek Carr. What do y'all think of the absolute dumpster fire that is Madden 21?
I haven't played it yet, so I can't tell you.
I haven't played it, so I can't tell you, but I would imagine it's probably crap.
I mean, yeah, based off of what I've heard, it seems like you can hardly play man coverage. So it seems like defenders are at a disadvantage in that game, which, of course. And it seems like defenders are slower than like the offense. So it must be more of an offensive-centric type of game. But, yeah, I get Madden still sometimes, and I only get it to look at the rosters, really. And, like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's kind of a dumb investment. I mean, I play franchise mode and stuff, but it's still not great. Like, they need to fix Madden franchise mode. It's bad. It's the same thing. Just copy and paste year to year. I mean, good grief.
Yeah, for real, though. There's nothing different about it, for real. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Ahmad saying, opinion on keeping Brissett on the roster with his current cap hit and Eason drafted. Cody, you want to start with this?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't crazy about it when we found out the Colts were going to keep him. But I think especially this offseason with kind of the unknowns and also we mentioned lack of preseason action for some of these rookies, it kind of stunts their development, at least for this year. So having a solid backup like Brissett's probably a good option to have, at least this year. I'm not crazy about the amount of money you're going to give him. But, I mean, overall, if you're going to keep a guy, it's probably the best year to do it.
Yep. When will we be seeing Kamoko Toure? Probably a couple more weeks. Honestly, probably a couple more weeks.
That's the question. Yeah.
Opinions on Eason so far seems like he's been impressive with limited reps. I was saying that earlier. In the limited reps that he's had, he has been really good. He's been accurate, surprisingly accurate. And that arm strength, again, that ball just pops out of his hand. Like, seriously. Pittman or Wiggins? Or is it Higgins that he's talking about?
Probably Higgins, I would say.
Probably Higgins, I think, is what he meant to say. But no, I'd rather have Pittman. Because Pittman's a little bit quicker, a better route runner, and just has better hands. Let's see here. How's Tavon Wilson played so far? Cody, you want to start off with that one?
I mean, I haven't heard a lot about him recently, but it seems like he's adding a good veteran presence in that secondary. We knew that, and Frank Reich, I've talked about this, Ballard and Reich have talked about, especially Ballard, the lack of leadership last year in that secondary. It's a very young secondary. So you think they add Xavier Rhodes, and now they add Tavon Wilson, who seems like he wants to be kind of that teacher type of person like Mike Adams. I'm forgetting his name. Mike Mitchell. Thank you. Mike Mitchell was a couple of years ago. So that's certainly great. That's great, I think, because the Colts have a lot of young, talented secondary players that I think just need a veteran presence in there to kind of show them the ropes a little bit.
Yep, I like what Tavon has done, and he has been active in camp so far. He has been, having his hands on the ball quite a bit, has been doing some good coverage stuff. So, again, I feel comfortable having Tavon Wilson out on the field, at least at the moment. He's been doing really well so far, but like you said, that veteran presence, the Colts have really been lacking that, and I think it's great for these young guys when they're just trying to, by keeping their head focused, and they're keeping them on the straight path. Mike is saying 28-7 Colts. I'll take that. 65 of you still in here. Thank you to everyone that is still watching. Almost 2 hours into it now. Don't know how long we'll go for this, but as long as you guys keep talking to us, we're going to keep going.
Yes.
They don't need to win them. They just need to give them away like last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of games the Colts kind of gave away. So I agree.
Yep. And I mean, most games outside of the Saints game, everyone was close, which, gives you hope that this team can still do stuff. Honestly, Eason, one of our best picks in the 2020 draft. Yeah, value-wise for where you got him, that might have been the best value pick of the whole draft, to be honest.
Didn't you put him when we looked at our, top picks from the Ballard era? You put Jacob Eason on that list, I remember.
Yeah, I put Jacob Eason on that list. I think I put him number 10.
Yeah, I thought you were crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah, folks, he called me crazy for saying that Jacob Eason is the 10th best pick that Ballard has ever made here in Indianapolis so far. And guys, I'm telling you, 4th round pick for a guy that a lot of people said should have been 2nd round. I'll take it. I like it. I love, because that is just Chris Ballard being the wizard that he is. He does it all the time.
Value pick for sure, but he hasn't played a snap. He won't play a snap ideally this year. I'd rather go with a guy I kind of know has been productive. That was my argument.
Yeah. Wilkins depends on re-signing Mack. I agree. What are we going to do about the tight end position? I hear Burton took a calf injury today. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what the Colts do with more tight end depth. Right now, they're down to their number 1 and number 2 tight ends at the moment. So I think they have enough depth at this moment, but who knows what's actually going to happen.
Right.
Chase from LSU. Stephen Benedict still talking about Chase from LSU. Nah, Blackman means we trade Hooker for a high pick. I'm telling you guys, my friend told me that the Browns offered a trade for him. I'm interested to see if they do anything. Anyone else name their pets after Colt? Or after Colts players? No, never been on that boat.
Not yet, at least.
How's Glow been looking in practice? Haven't heard anything on him in a while. Neither have we. I have not heard a thing.
As an offensive lineman, that's what you want. If you were hearing stuff about him, that's probably not a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really, it really is that way. Like offensive line, I mean, we talked to Jim earlier this week, and he said the offensive line has looked really good as a unit through all of training camp. So it's good to see that. Colts Army podcast. Haven't heard this guy in here. You guys and For the Culture pretty much have this covered, so I think I'll just stick to film analysis and blank posting come this season. LOL, this show keeps getting better. Keep it up. Colts Army podcast. Thank you, sir. Is that it? Oh, is that an actual YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up. I'm about to look that up and sub right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go sub right now. Hold up.
YouTube.
This is going to be a little bit of an improvise here, guys. Okay, where we're gonna go ahead and do a quick follow.
Yes, they're pretty new. They only posted their first video a week ago.
4 subscribers.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care. It's Colts Army podcast. I have to follow. Okay, absolutely. I have to follow. So. Colts Army podcast, man. Hey, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because us and For the Culture do all this. Don't be afraid to put out content that you enjoy or want to talk about with the Colts. Okay, do that. We want you to keep doing that. If you're interested in the Colts, make videos. Hell, if anything, if you actually want to make this a real thing, come talk to us. We'll have you on the podcast. We'll come onto your podcast. Whatever you want to do. That's what we're all about here. We just want more Colts people to talk to.
Yeah,
we got 77 likes in the stream right now. Keep it up, guys. Let's see. Ben says you guys be doing good stuff. Keep updating us with all the great news. We definitely will, man. We're going to keep doing this. This is a nonstop thing. Cody and I have committed so much since February. We said we were going to start dominating this industry right now. And since March, guys, it's been a journey, and we're not stopping anytime soon. Hell, we're just picking up pace at this point. It's not stopping. So
yeah. We talked about it, Derek. I mean, we've been doing this with really not a ton of content to go off of for a while. Like, obviously you have free agency, you have the draft, which were big. We hit some big moments there, but really we haven't had a full season where we've actually like been on a roll like this. So I'm so excited to see what happens, man.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
excited.
And all this time, guys, through limited amount of sports activities to talk about, we've been able to grow the channel like this. So we're obviously very happy with where we're at, but we're going to continue to keep growing. We love the support you guys are giving us, so we just want to keep going. The Jags jinx era is over. Ben saying, Cody, you sexy guy.
I don't know how to respond. I was about to send this to you and be like, what is this? What is going on here?
Oh, that's funny. It sucks. I'm the one in the tank top, and I'm the one that doesn't get called out about like that. Jeez, man.
It's the backward hats, man. They just
I have one
people.
on. Come on, man. Do
I
you
don't know.
see Easton starting in the future? Possibility. It depends how far in the future, though. That's the big question. Brissett for next year. Cody, do you want to address that?
That's all I've got to say.
I think I'll agree with that too. Bring the juice. Are you guys working on getting more player interviews in the future? Absolutely, we are. Just right now, it's difficult to do that because obviously training camp is now here. Everybody's focusing on getting ready for the season. So very few of these players have time to talk to anyone outside of the media from which they're doing right now. So odds are we probably won't get a ton of them right now. But, you know, again, if you guys want to check out the interviews that we did before, just search Bring the Juice Colts Podcast player interviews. We have an interview with Chris Ballard, an interview with Frank Reich. We have interviews with Ben Banigou from all the way back in March. We have Danny Pinter from right after he got drafted. Didn't we do that a day or two after he got drafted?
It was pretty quickly after that. Let me find the exact date. So when was the draft this last year? Can't remember the date.
I think 427 through 429.
Okay.
And then we had Zach Pascal and Doris Fountain on the podcast just a month and a half ago. So, I mean, honestly, guys, there's a bunch of them you can revisit.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see.
Let me find it here.
Ribeye steak. And Justin saying sirloin steak. Mine is ribeye. Can't go wrong with a nice ribeye.
What was the question?
Favorite foods.
Oh, I'm always a sucker for like good Chinese food. Like I always love that kind of stuff. Like I love like all the different kinds of chickens you can get. I like steak as well. All that stuff, man. Like if you can put like noodles with it, I love it. So good.
So you like hibachi then? I would imagine.
I love hibachi. Oh yeah. There's a restaurant close to where I work, and one of the first days that we went, that I was like there, we like went out to lunch. It's a little bit fancier, so they're like, we're not gonna do this all the time, but it was really cool. Like it's one of those restaurants where like they cook your food in front of you. Like there's you like all sit around like this grill, and they like cook your food in front of you. It was a lot of fun. So I love that.
Hibachi's like that. It's pretty fun to watch actually. But yeah, so what were you going to say about the date? Did you have a date for me?
The 29th, so a few days after.
So it was basically a day after.
Yeah.
Can Eason be a star one day? Can you compare him to? Who can we compare him to?
I think big arm. Honestly, and I said this, and maybe this isn't super accurate, but I said kind of gives me similar to Phillip Rivers vibes a little bit. He's probably a little more athletic than Rivers, but like just the big arm and like not afraid to throw it down the field and give his guys chances. I mean, I saw that with him maybe earlier on Phillip Rivers, but still, like I just saw those tendencies, and they're very similar to me.
I kind of see a little bit of Big Ben in him, a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. Oh, and Andrew is from Mingo the Poet too. Mingo, I haven't seen you in the comments section in a while, my dude. I mean, holy heck. I mean, I remember having you comment on our videos way back in March, bro. Good to see you in here.
Welcome back.
I believe Eason was projected late first, early second. Is great value, absolutely. I hear the Colts should trade up for Justin Fields since the team is really good in most areas now. Yes, please do that. Please. Charles Santos, late to the chat. Does Swag Kelly make the team?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, practice squad potentially. That'd probably be about it.
I really wish we had more primetime games. We got a really good team. Yeah, I mean, you're preaching to the choir here, bro. We've been saying it all the freaking time. Let's see. Unless you're Nelson pancaking defenders, no news is good news.
Exactly.
That's a good one. Colts Army saying, thanks, guys. Absolutely, bro. No problem. I believe Blackman will be a prospect going into this year. Yeah, it's true because, even if he's ready for when the regular season starts, Malik Hooker and Kahari Willis have those positions on lockdown at least early. Blackman probably won't get a ton of snaps at the beginning of the year. But again, guys, if there's anything, if it's all just a matter of if he stays healthy and just how what the rest of the guys stay healthy. I would love to see Blackman out there, though. I think that they're definitely going to try to use him in blitzing packages. I do see that happening because the way Blackman likes to attack the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I do music. If you guys ever want to check me out, love you guys to do good work. Hey, absolutely, man. I'll have to check you out at some point. I'll have to check you out for sure. We need more Florida guys too. No. Okay. Hey, how about this though? Hey, since Florida can't do this now.
Oh, they really can't?
No, they won't let them do it now.
Why?
They called it racist.
What? It's a gator.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I don't know. That's a little extreme.
I am absolutely I am absolutely being 100% honest that back in April or May when the George Floyd riots started happening, they legitimately said that fans are not going to be permitted to do that in the stadium anymore because they somehow linked it to racism. Don't know how. I don't know how a gator chomp is racist, but maybe somebody can check me on that. I have no idea. Man, you guys are a real one. Salute. Hey, Colts Army, salute to you, bro. Thanks for being in here. You're a real one just for being in here, man. Who have a better record, the Titans or the Texans?
Probably Titans.
Probably the Titans, just because I think the Titans have an overall better team. Thoughts on Grover?
We love Grover.
We love Grover. We love Grover. We've really liked what we've seen from him so far through the last few years. I mean, another one of those 2017 draft picks that at the beginning didn't do anything, and now he's starting to circulate his name at being one of the premier guys in this defensive line group. So again, I really like Grover Stewart. I think he definitely has a future with this team. Let's see here. What do we have? So which schools will be playing in college next month? The SEC, the ACC, the Big 12 are the three major conferences, the Power 5 conferences that have talked about playing sports. The Pac-12 and the Big 10 have canceled sports for fall sports, and some of them are potentially canceling winter sports as well. So, everybody knows my opinions on it. If you don't, just go follow my YouTube channel. There's a video right there. He knows it too, showing off his guns. Hey, I gotta have the tank top out every night again, boys. I gotta get the shoulders, show the shoulders a little bit. SMU is playing in like 5 days or something versus Texas State. Yeah. I mean, college football's here. I mean, it really is. It's nice to see, but I probably won't be watching college football this year. On God, I probably won't. because the Big Ten's not playing it. So
I hope they do. I hope they decide to.
They better figure the shit out because they got a week. They have a week. How are second-year players doing this year? Mainly Kahari and Rock. Haven't heard much on them. I have not heard much from Kahari Willis. I will be honest, but Rock Ya-Sin has been near the ball quite a bit, and I think that Rock Ya-Sin's going to be good this year, man. I really think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the Colts will move on from Malik Hooker if he doesn't ball out. I agree.
Yeah.
Scott C. asking if we're both located around Indy.
So you're obviously not even close.
I'm 2 hours, and it's not too terrible. Not too
really?
terrible.
You're only 2 hours? Wow.
Yeah, I'm only 2 hours away. Actually, legitimately, I could probably make it in about an hour and 45 minutes if I book it.
I mean, that's about what I am. I'm probably a little bit closer, but not much.
I'm about 100 miles away. Not that far.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think I'm closer where I am now than where I was living in my hometown.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly. I'm like 45 minutes from Muncie, so Indy's not too far, honestly. So, like, I remember growing up, like, if we wanted to go to a Colts game at 1, we'd leave around 9-ish, and then we'd, like, get down there, get some lunch, and then get in the stadium. So that was always a fun thing, a fun adventure that we had.
Yep, absolutely. I think he's more like Brett Favre. Okay, John Scott saying he looks like Brett Favre. I think he has Favre's fire. Who knows? A lot of people have been making that assumption about him, saying his work ethic's not great, which is weird because his coaches say complete otherwise about him, which is weird.
It is weird.
That's the problem, though. You get a bunch of these NFL analysts who think they know the character of a player, and then they spread a narrative out there.
Yep.
I always wanted to get into sports like a scout or a caster or something. Maybe we can talk sometime. I'd love to talk Colts. Hey, absolutely, bro. My dream is still to be a sports scout or a broadcaster at some point. I'm enjoying what I do now. This is partly, our own form of being sportscasters for Indianapolis. So, yeah. I mean, this is something I enjoy, and I just enjoy talking about football.
Man, just tell the fan to pick us up, man. Tell the fan. Everybody go to the fan and say, hey, you should check these guys out, and then we can do it full time. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, how many of you would actually just say, if we could get a petition to the fan that just says, hey, there's this local indie sports podcast on YouTube. A couple of local indie media guys know us, know our podcast. They've been on it a bunch of times. How many of you actually would want to hear us on the fan rather than on just here? I mean, honestly, Cody and I have kind of joked about that. Like, how crazy would that be if they just decided to say, let's just bring the juice towards the fan and just make them the fan. That would be pretty cool, though. Honestly,
that'd be amazing.
That would be really fun to do. That would be insane. We having 4 tight ends, wide receivers this year: Hilton, Campbell, Pittman, Pascal, Fountain, Patman. I think that's what it's sounding like at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
but he wants Doolin in there, so it's going to be Patman Doolin for him.
Yeah, or Fountain Doolin. I don't know. One of those guys. I just want a guy on special teams. I think you have to. Like, that's just how it works in the NFL with wide receivers and defensive backs. Like, you have to have some people who play special teams, or else what is your use? That's why Quincy Wilson was a healthy scratch. He didn't play special teams. Yeah.
Eddie Hoke, hello, bring the juice, tapping in pretty late. Hey, you're all good, Eddie. Good to have you in here, man. Absolutely. Honest question, dude. Do you think my forehead looks big with my hat this way?
I didn't even think about it.
I just noticed that. Like, I just, that's just weird. But
I mean,
anyway.
I'm a big head too, so no worries.
What's the best Chris Ballard pick so far for you guys? I'd say Nelson. I say Leonard over Nelson pick. Yeah, so Cody and I had this argument of 2 months ago when we were ranking the best ones. I think I said Nelson. I think he said Leonard. So, and we both said the same thing of saying that is not a knock at all on the other guy. Like, not at all. These two are literally the best at what they do, and they both could not have come at a better time. And it's amazing that they came in the same draft. I mean, these two are both equally done just as much for their sides prospectively as anyone else has in the National Football League. But yeah, I know if you guys wanted to see that video, just look back a couple months earlier and just look up our top Chris Ballard picks. And then you'll see the video and you'll see how we talk about it.
Yep. I mean, I think I look at it like this. I think Nelson's the better player, but I think for the value where you got both of these guys, Leonard was the better pick.
Yeah, I know. That's what people are saying. Can we beat Kansas City and Baltimore in the playoffs if we run into them? Kansas City is a tough one. You can never confidently say you can beat the Chiefs. But Baltimore, yes, I do believe we can beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's saying, I'm pro-black all day, but that's a reach for me, the Gator Chop. Thank you. Like, I'm saying that same thing, too. Like, obviously, I'm understanding of what is going on in the world, and obviously, you want to try to be sensitive to what everybody's feelings are, but, like, the Gator Chop, of all things, being racist? How? Like, I seriously don't see it. Does it have something to do with being in the South? I don't know.
You can make a connection to everything being racist.
People are trying to be too PC and sensitive. And well, did you see what Virginia Tech did with their logo?
No.
They took, because you notice how they had the two cavalry swords, right? They connect.
Right.
So they took the handles off the swords because they linked it to that the cavalry swords were worn by Southern Confederate soldiers and officers from the Civil War.
Wow.
That is not true. 100% of the way is not true. But they said, oh, we could potentially link it to that. So therefore we have to take it off because it's racist. Like you people are just crazy about it. Like, I get that you're trying to make a statement. I get it. I understand. But like changing what your team logo is and changing this stuff, unless you can definitively point it out that it absolutely is racist. And there's very few things that I know of that are actually racist when you look at them. Then why are we changing this stuff? I just don't get it. Everyone's just trying to do too much. I only watch CPU versus CPU in franchise mode in Madden and act like a GM or coach. Hey,
interesting. I've never seen somebody do that. That's
I've
cool.
never seen anybody do that either. Have you tried owner mode? Interesting. When cuts happen, who do you think Ballard brings in as far as positions?
Like outside guys?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
I mean, I could see another backup offensive lineman potentially.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm thinking like, what else was it? Maybe corner?
Maybe corner, maybe.
I mean, you've addressed it a couple times, so I don't know, maybe.
Mingo's saying I'm 60 miles from Indy, from Marion, Indiana. Okay.
Nice. I know where Marion is.
I'm 3 hours away from Indy. Maybe 4 is what he says.
Mm-hmm.
I live closer to the Bengals than the Colts. Everybody I know is a Bengals fan. Yeah, I live 5 minutes away from Cincinnati, so I get that.
Yeah.
12 hours away, Savannah, Georgia.
Wow.
How the hell did you become a Colts fan then?
That's awesome.
I'd love to hear that story. I saw a 2021 mock draft from 24/7 Sports that had the Colts taking a quarterback.
I could see it.
It's quite possible. It's possible. I don't think they'll do it, but it's possible.
I just think it's crazy to even like attempt that because you have no idea how the season's going to play out. How do you have any idea what the needs are? I don't get that. I really don't.
There's a reason why nobody pays attention to those mock drafts because they're still 8 months away.
Yeah.
His work ethic is amazing. He is pro style. Do you think we can have 2 1,000-yard runners on the team this year? We could, but
I don't know why it keeps happening. But I think we could. We've talked about it a little bit, Derek, how we think that could be potentially a possibility. I mean, the last time the Colts did that, I think that was the year they went to the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. Dominic Rhodes and Joseph Adai both ran for 1,000 yards. So that would be crazy, but I don't know. It could happen.
Yeah, it's possible. Matthew's saying, Van, what the F? How are you a Colts fan and not a Falcons fan? That's true. Anthony Beverly, when are they making cuts and what is the roster number now? How many days until that happens?
Oh, let me check the day. I thought it's next Saturday or something. It's like because Labor Day is what, like next week? I think it's that
next weekend.
It's that weekend for sure. I don't know the exact day. I'd have to check on that.
Bengals fans are cool though. Went there a couple years ago to a game. I have never been to a Cincinnati Bengals game.
Really?
I've lived in Ohio almost all my life. Never gone to a Bengals game. Never. I went to a Browns game before I went to a Bengals game.
Wow.
And I live double the distance away from Cleveland as I did from Cincy. But then again, I went to a Colts Browns game when Andrew Luck was still there.
I see. So you were at that game, huh?
Yes, I was at that game.
That was a weird
Needless
game.
to say, I was one of the only few happy people in that stadium that day.
I bet.
I was talking some mad shit to some Browns fans for sure. Dad was telling me to shut up so we wouldn't get our asses kicked. I bet you could get Pittman if you asked on his channel. I don't know, man. I don't know. His channel's pretty big. I doubt he would see it at all.
Yeah.
But, I mean, did we even try to contact his agent?
No, I don't know if I did. I'd have to check again.
We'll have to do that at some point because I definitely want to.
I mean, we've already talked to 2 receivers this year. Why not get another one?
I'm from the South, and that's not racist at all. Van saying that. Or Kyle Adams says, or you're blind to what's offensive because you don't experience racism. I think I don't normally experience racism in my daily life, but I can think I'm pretty positive I can tell what's racist and what's not. But whatever. Nelson was known, Leonard was not. So Paul C's in agreement with Leonard.
Yeah.
What's up, guys, from Tompkinsville, Kentucky? Hey, Daly, what's up, my dude? Good to have you in there. Who starts Rock or Rhodes in the base defense? Don't they both start?
Maybe Kenny. I think Kenny could.
Yeah, Kenny could.
I think he's a slot corner, but he's also a good outside corner.
I go Moore and Rock and use Blackman as safety. A lot of the racism needs to go regardless, flags and all, but not the chop. I agree. The Southern flag too. I don't know how everybody's feelings are towards the Southern flag, but like honestly, like I've never felt comfortable with that flag to begin with. I always knew what it stood for. I was always kind of surprised as to why people were so heartbroken when people started outlining that flag. Because I mean, from what I learned from when I was in school was that flag was resembled as the South trying to tell everyone that they're a different nation and that they were in favor of slavery, which, you know, I never got that understanding. Face, was that a bug on the camera? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
There was a bug on Cody's camera. The
I don't
bugs
freaking get it. They are like relentless over here. Like I've already dealt with one before, and they just like, you have the whole room. Go somewhere else.
Peyton Manning is my favorite player, and we went to Tennessee together. Oh,
nice.
Interesting. Devils 1917. Colts fan from Alberta, Canada. All right, cool.
Welcome.
Cool, welcome. Yeah, absolutely, man. We can beat KC if we run the damn ball. Yes, absolutely. The mantra of run the damn ball. All right, guys, I think we'll probably get off here in about 10 minutes, but just start spamming some stuff, guys. Quick fire so we can talk some more before we hop off here. My friend Josh is in here. Madden 21 has a 0.4 user score on Metacritic.
Wow.
Says Matthew saying screen passes are doable now. Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, the funny thing is like 20 in NCAA games, screens were so bullcrap. Like they're absolutely trash to even try.
I know.
Cali guy, been a Colts fan since forever. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Samuel Gick, I'm his agent. Is he being serious or is he being a troll right now? I don't no idea.
I don't think
just hit up his Instagram. Yeah, I will, but like we've hit up a lot of players on their Instagram and they don't respond.
Yeah.
Niski Cap, I'm back. What's up, Niski Cap? Good to have you back in here, bro. Been a while. Chad Kelly. Okay. Why did I even click on that comment? Okay. Remember, guys, Colts fans are all over the world, not just in Indy. I know, but still, it is weird sometimes to see because especially since the Colts are a small market team. Troll. See, we heard it.
Thought so.
TY over under 6 touchdowns and 950 yards. Over on the yards and slightly under on the catches.
I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to take that.
Touchdowns.
I'm going to take the 6 touchdowns. I'm going to go over on the yards.
All right. Madden 21 isn't that mag. You can adjust your zone drops to stop the corner routes and out routes that plagued Madden 20. I'll believe you. What are your thoughts on Willis? You wanna take over this?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've expressed my love for Kari Willis on this podcast a lot. I feel like he was the best rookie last year for the Colts. I feel like he was. I feel like he came in considering everything. I think he was the best pick by far, based off of the value, similar to that argument with Leonard and versus Nelson. I mean, 4th round pick, nobody expected him to come in and do what he did. He not only took over that strong safety position, he thrived. He was one of the best rookies in the league last year. So much love for Kari Willis. He can still obviously improve in the coverage department, but overall he's a good, solid, strong safety that I think he's an ascending player this next year too.
Justin was asking who's our best run blocker besides Quentin Nelson. Can I say I'm going to say probably Ryan Kelly.
I was going to say Braden Smith.
I would put Mark Lewinsky over Braden Smith.
Really? I feel like Braden Smith's a fantastic run blocker.
I mean, Braden Smith's a good run blocker. Don't get me wrong. I mean, every single one of those guys can run block. I'm just saying that I think Lewinsky's better at it.
Okay.
I think Kelly and Lewinsky are slightly better than Braden Smith. Now, to your credit, I think Costanzo's the worst offensive lineman on our team that run blocks. Honestly, I think Braden Smith has a slight edge over him. I don't know if you agree with that statement or not.
Anthony Costanzo is such a good run blocker. It's hard for me to say he's the worst one. I'm just not there yet. I mean, I really think he's fantastic.
Then are you saying Glowinski's the worst one?
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know who I would even say right now. I mean, it's hard to say there's a bad one because there's no bad one. They're all really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy part is that none of them are really weak in the run blocking category. That's the crazy part.
Yep.
A couple of them are weaker in the pass blocking category. Honestly, your worst one is Glowinski, and Glowinski's average. So, I mean, that's the crazy part because everyone else is either above average or really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chad Kelly, second fastest QB in the NFL. Try me. Yeah, that's where we hear the freaking we'd say the freaking Chad Kelly fans. That's what they tell us all the time.
Yeah.
I'd honestly say Jack Doyle. Interesting pick for sure. Van Albright. You know I love the Colts. I named my son Peyton. All right. Nice. I wish they broadcasted the scrimmage game. Alberta, yeah, we wished it would have happened too, but you know. Mm-hmm. Justin, Chad Kelly is not being so disrespected. Stop talking about it. Kelly or Smith, okay. Who's a player we aren't talking enough about that's about to shock the NFL?
Should we just go from a Colts perspective on this one?
I guess we should, because I mean it's yeah. I don't know. It would either be I want to say Darius Leonard, but I can't because Darius Leonard is already well known. Mm-hmm. Maybe Hooker. Maybe Hooker. So? Maybe Hooker. Yeah.
Maybe.
Why don't you guys like the Gators? I like Ohio State.
I'm a Notre Dame guy myself. I'm going to say Ben Banigou is going to shock a lot of people. Okay. Nobody's talking about him. He's having a strong camp. I really think he has a good chance to come in and shock a lot of people. Like similar to how Toure did early on last year, I feel like Banigou has a chance to ascend, and people are going to be like, who is this guy? We've never even heard of him. We can't even pronounce his last name.
Hey, Derek, I know you compare JT with AP, but how about Sanders, but with not as much as a prolific cutback / juke move? No, I'm going to stick with AP there because Sanders was so much more agile than what Jonathan Taylor is. Not saying Jonathan Taylor's not agile, but I mean, but the problem is that Sanders was so athletic. He made so many people miss, like just miss tackles, not touch him and break tackles. I'm talking miss. He made people miss. Jonathan Taylor doesn't miss. He just runs through tackles and then makes you destroy like that. And that's AP all the way. Hines will shock the NFL. I can agree with that. Jim Kelly will shock the NFL. Oh, good Lord, Josh. All right. I think that's going to do it for this live stream, guys. We're on here for almost 2.5 hours. It was a great stream. Cody, is there anything you want to leave the 42 people in here off before we head out of here?
I mean, as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, help us out. We gained a decent amount this stream, which is great. So if you want to subscribe and also leave us a like, we're I think like 86 right now. So if we were trying to get that up to 100. We'd love for you to do that, and obviously check out our most recent videos. A lot of good stuff there. Yeah, super excited, man, for Colts content to keep coming, keep cranking it out. I'm really looking forward to the season.
Trying to hit 3K, guys, before the season starts. Can we do it? DC Era, I definitely would listen to you guys anywhere, but definitely listen to you on the Fan Podcast. Appreciate that, sir. And Niski kept saying, sorry I came in late. Wish I could have seen more. It's all good, man. It's all good. We'll have more, though. We'll have more. Miles Bryan saying, see you guys. Hey, guys, we're going to head out of here. Thank you guys so much. Justin, thank you again as well for being in here. For all of you that stuck around, thank you so much. And for Cody and myself, guys, thank you guys